is not just an ordinary doctor, because when he graduated medicine, he graduated magna cum laude. When he took the medical board exam, he is top-notcher all over the Philippines. Meaning, he got the highest score all over the country. And when he entered Chonghua Hospital, he was awarded as the most outstanding PGI doctor. And he is already a resident doctor of Chonghua Hospital. He was assigned to me at the ICU from the very beginning until I woke up 3 days after. And the doctor said, science cannot do anything against the power of God. And because he cannot sleep anymore, so he entered the seminary to become a priest. And now, he is already a priest. He is now with the Jesuit order. And from March 1993 up to now, Jesus keeps appearing to me through my dream. And that is also accepted by our local church, because my spiritual director is Monsignor Chris Garcia. Monsignor Chris Garcia is one of the holiest priests of the Archdiocese of Cebu. And he is also gifted. He has the gift of internal locution, meaning he can also talk to Jesus. But he cannot see Jesus. But Jesus appears to me through my dream, where I can see him, where I can talk to him, where I can touch him, where I can even embrace him. And what is best for us, every time Jesus appears to me, he also tells my spiritual director. So there is a confirmation. That's why wherever I go, it is embraced by the church. And during my investigation, the doctors asked the priest, where does that blood come from? The blood coming out from my mouth. Where does that blood come from? Because they said, there is no wound. And why? I was not sure of blood. Why? I was not sure of blood. Because the blood coming out from my mouth is with pressure and continuously for several hours. And why? There was no blood transfusion. Why? There was no blood transfusion. Because when I woke up, everything is normal. So the priest prayed. And after praying, they answered that those blood coming out from my mouth is for cleansing. I have to be cleansed because I will face the Lord. And also they asked me, why you? Why did Jesus choose you? Why you? So I answered them, maybe because I am nothing. Maybe because I have nothing to be proud of except for my sins. That's why when I have a conversation with the Lord, I ask the Lord, my Lord, my God, why me? I'm a sinner. I'm a sinful man. There are so many much more worthy than me. Why me? And Jesus answered, you cannot appreciate the beauty of my mercy unless you experience the misery of sin. You cannot appreciate the beauty of my mercy unless you experience the misery of sin. So I accepted my mission. And also, I asked the Lord, my God, what are the sins that you cannot forgive? What are the sins that you cannot forgive? And then Jesus said, all sins can be forgiven. All sins can be forgiven, except if you refuse to believe that your sins can still be forgiven, then that's the sin that He cannot forgive. Because Jesus said, by refusing His mercy, you are also refusing to believe that He is a God. By refusing His mercy, you are also refusing to believe that He is a God. And also, I asked the Lord, my God, so many are coming to me and entrust their problem to me. What shall I do? And then Jesus said, just let them pray the chaplet unceasingly, and they will be guided. Just let them pray the chaplet unceasingly, and they will be guided. That's why now, in the Philippines, the chaplet is very popular, not only among the Catholics, but also with the other denomination. Because there are so many miracles that they attributed to the chaplet. There are so many miracles that they attributed to the chaplet. For example, my spiritual director, Monsignor Chris Garcia, he had a slight stroke. So he was admitted at the hospital. And the doctor said that he has a brain tumor, and that there is a virus in his brain, and that he cannot open his eyes because it is too painful. So we went to the hospital, and we prayed the chaplet of the Divine Mercy together with Monsignor Chris Garcia. And after praying the chaplet, several minutes later, Monsignor Chris stood up, and we have a conversation. And another several minutes later, he asked for his laptop computer. So you see the power and the miracle of the chaplet. The following day, again we prayed the chaplet of the Divine Mercy together with Monsignor Chris. And after praying the chaplet, the doctors re-examined him and found him negative of everything. So on the third day, he checked out of the hospital as if nothing's happened. So you see the power and the miracle of the chaplet. And also, we have a Divine Mercy leader in Katipunan, Dipolog, in Mindanao, in the Philippines. His wife had a stroke early in the morning. So they brought his wife to the hospital. And the doctors give them a prescription pad so that they can buy the medicines. But at that time, he has no money. So he has to sell his pig. And the buyer paid him for the pig. But the buyer said that he will just get the pig the following day. But that afternoon, that very day, the pig refused to eat and refused to stand up. So he was so worried, because if something happens to the pig, they will be in trouble, because they already consumed the money to buy the medicines. So he was so worried. So he called his children and explained to them that they have to pray the chaplet for the pig. So they prayed the chaplet. But at the middle of praying the chaplet, the children were laughing. They were all laughing because they said, it is better to pray the chaplet to a person, but not for a pig. So he has to explain it again, and explain it again. And on the third time that they prayed the chaplet, the children prayed intensely. And after they finished the chocolate, the pig suddenly stood up. And one of the children ran and get some food for the pig. And the pig consumed everything.